Assalamu alaikum. As you all know, Christian things, the tafsir are basically ijtihadat. They are attempts at trying to understand Quran. There is very few times where there is consensus. And so, if one person makes a tafsir in the Quran, that is his opinion. It does not mean that all Muslims agree with this tafsir, or all scholars agree with this tafsir. It may be debatable. Okay, it's subjective. But things that are not subjective, that are mutlaqa, are things like La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. There is only one God. Iqam al-salat, Ita al-zakat, Sawm Ramadan. As to other verses, yes, there is debate amongst scholars. As to what one word means, depending on context and the understanding. So that's how tafsir works. هناك إجماع and there is اختلاف. That's what I wanted to make clear before you get into the debate about the meaning of the tafsir of an ayah. You have to understand that there are ijtihad and there are different points of view when interpreting the Quran or interpreting an ayah, whether it's Ibn Kathir or Jalalayn or Qurtubi or many other of them. That's what that's a concept people have to agree to before debating. Thank you, Mr.
All right. All right, Mr. Dean, thank you very much. Wa alaikum assalam. First of all, what you said to me is an answer for no question and a question for no answer, which means you gave me the answer. What you told me, that we Muslims disagree about many things and we agree about few things. Now, what is the answer? Correct, guys? We are seeking an answer. So what you said to me, that we Muslims, we disagree about a lot of things. And the verse we are talking about is one of those we disagree upon. No problem. So what is the answer? Allah is saying, if I want to take a wife or a woman, I will take it from my kind. Explain to us. You see, you are the Muslim, you choose the interpretation which you accept. As long as you say it, we disagree about those meaning. Which the meaning you agree with, according to you. So we can find the answer, at least according to your mind.
No Christian in Islam, we agree on most things. We agree on the Tawheed, we agree on the Zakat, we agree on respecting parents, we agree on not cheating, we agree on not lying. Most of the things between Muslims, we agree in the manhaj. However, there are some different points of view of tafsir, of what the ayah means exactly. And it's not the Muslims that disagree, it is the scholars. بعض العلماء like Ibn Kathir may make a tafsir on an ayah, and based on language, based on semantics, based on context.
Right. But where's the answer? Where's the answer? There's no answer. Speeches.
Then another scholar.
They will give you a speech forever, but they won't give an answer.
In most cases, no, there is agreement.
Most cases, like what?
For many things. Punishment for zina, for example, the punishment for stealing. Most things are agreed upon. But no, there are different tafsirs, because these are, at the end of the day, ijtihadat and attempts to understand, and that's the most important. As long as Muslims attempt or have the intent, that's the most important thing. إنما الأعمال بالنيات. If you have the intent to understand and live according to the Quran, and that's the most important. That's the most important thing in Islam. As to your verse, if you can post it, please, inshallah, I can read it. And to my best of my abilities, I'll try to answer, inshallah.
All right. Well, most of what you said is absolutely not true, because you Muslims don't agree about anything. It's cheating. Who said that? Who said that? Your prophet, he said, a Muslim is allowed to lie in 3, and one of them is to lie to your wife, and that is cheating. A Muslim is even allowed, I can show you tons of Muslim videos speaking about that. Your wife asks you, did you marry a different woman? You say no. You lie. And what is the excuse? You want to keep peace with your wife. So you marry other women in different city, and you don't tell your wife that you did marry a new one, and you keep the lie, and that is the excuse is to keep peace. And that is a cheating. The first act of a cheating is lying. He approved lying. Even your prophet, he allowed you to take false oath in the name of Allah, and there's no problem with that as long as you are doing it. Now we give you the mic, and you start giving us a speech that we Muslims agree about there's only one God, and the Shahada, that Muhammad is a prophet, and we agree about adultery, as if this is religion. I mean, is that a religion really? It's about to believe in Allah and the Prophet and the punishment for adultery. You know, you brought nothing new. There's religion who exists thousands of years before you. They believed in this. They believe that there's a punishment for adultery. They believe that someone who killed, he should be killed. They believe that someone is a thief should be punished. They believe actually 99% of the punishment Muhammad he have the Jews specifically. Now, after all of this, still we have no answer. What is the answer? No answer. Chapter 21, verse number 17. لو أردنا أن نتخذ لهوا لاتخذناه من لدنا إن كنا فاعلين. So what is the meaning of this verse? Do you have an answer? And if you can speak louder, please, because your voice is low. Your mic.
Oh, okay, can I get a microphone check? Christian, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's good
now. Christian, you have to understand, when discussing Islam, there is the major source of scholarly discussion, which is the Quran. That's the order of jurisprudence. And then you go on to the Hadith. So you testified that according to Muhammad, cheating is allowed. If you can post the Hadith where Muhammad allows the Hadith, the cheating. There is a Hadith that says, because there is none. Hadith, Muhammad does not allow cheating. Muhammad says, "Man ghashana falaysa minna." When you talk about Hadith, you have to talk about the Quran. The Quran is the main inspirer of the truth. It says in the Quran, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, وَيْلٌ لِلْمُطَفِّفِينَ الَّذِينَ إِذَا اكْتَالُوا عَلَى النَّاسِ يَسْتَوْفُونَ. This is a clear verse, a clear mandate from God in the Quran, which is the main source of legislation in Islam, the main source of teaching that prohibits those that cheat. This is the Quran. And in the Quran, وَيْلٌ لِلْمُطَفِّفِينَ الَّذِينَ إِذَا اكْتَالُوا عَلَى النَّاسِ يَسْتَوْفُونَ. This is in the Quran. وَيْلٌ لِلْمُطَفِّفِينَ. Mutaffifin are people that cheat. Cheat specifically in commercial transactions. Well, let me finish, Christian.
No, just wait. Because we don't want to jump. Al-Mutaffifin, the one you are talking about, this is someone, he changed the weight. Like you buy 2 kilograms of tomato, and he give you less weight, and he cheat on you regarding this. But he just told you, your prophet, he taught you can lie to your family. telling me that cheating in Islam is somebody sending me tomato less than the original weight, but it's not lying to my wife? Which one is more important? I can lie to my wife, I can lie to my friends, and I can lie to the enemy. I understand the enemy issue. But lying to my friends and lying to my wife, and then you say to me, the Quran forbid us from changing the weight when we sell, and that is what is cheating for you? Cheating, my friend, is about everything. Muhammad himself, he found it cheating. When his wives, they found him in their bed having sex with Mary the Copt. And he made a promise he will never do it again. Chapter At-Tahrim, verse number 1. Why he made a promise? Because he was found cheating. The wives, they got so upset and they have a strike against him. So is Muhammad a cheater? Absolutely. Let me ask you, a teenage. I will give you the mic back. If I come to your house and I flirt with your wife, is that a cheating behavior? With my respect to your wife, don't take it wrong. You know, I'm just giving an example. So if I am a person who is a friend for you, and you trusted me to come to your house, and I say something to your wife, like you are beautiful, I like you, is that a cheating? Or this is an honorable act approved in Islam? Your mind.
Well, Christian, we have to talk about different types of cheating. There is commercial cheating, as was mentioned in the ayah. There is when you cheat the orphan out of his or her own money. So there are different types of cheating. Okay. The ayah I mentioned is a reference, as you said, about commercial cheating. Now there is also another ayah.
I don't know, teenage. Somehow you don't want to answer me. I ask you a very specific question. If I go to your house and you have a good woman, a good wife, a decent woman, and I flirt with her, is that a cheating or not? Guys, is the question clear? Forget about cheating in tomato. We have something more important. To prove our point, can I go to your house and flirt with your wife and you consider that not a cheating from me? Is that a cheating? Is that an honest behavior to go to a married man's house and I flirt with the wife of the husband? Is that a cheating, or it is honorable behavior of honorable man? Your mind.
Well, it is considered lewd behavior, bad behavior. It may be considered in Islam as al-i'tida or zina bil-lisan. It's a type of zina. So it can be interpreted in many different ways, but generally it is considered, according to wrong. So it's considered a transgression in the Quran.
All right, I heard you saying in Arabic, but you didn't translate. You said it's considered as adultery. Is that correct? Adultery of tongue. Is that correct? You said that in Arabic? Teenage? You said that, right? Zina of tongue, which means adultery of tongue. All right. Then how you explain to me your prophet going to the house of his own son by adoption, and she is married to him, and he said to her, praise be to Allah, the one who made me love you. And you just said this is a transgression, and this is a very bad, and this is even zina. So how you tell me, oh, okay, no problem, let me give you the reference, no problem. No problem. Here we go. I guess, I believe you speak Arabic, correct? You? All right, that's perfect. You see, actually, I wish always we got Muslims who speak Arabic, because that will make our job easier. Uh, we do not need to translate and convince them what it's saying, etc. Let's see. This is, open the link, please. Open the link. All right. أحكام القرآن تفسير القرطبي. All right. Okay. He went. زوج النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم زينب بنت جحش من زيد فمكث عنده حينها، ثم أنه عليه السلام أتى زيدا يوما يطلبه، قائمة وكانت بيضاء جميلة جسيمة من أتم نساء قريش، وقال: سبحان مؤلف القلوب. فسمعت زينب بالتسبيح فذكرتها لزيد، فقال: يا رسول الله ائذن لي في طلاقها. And this is the reference for you, and I will translate. It said, Prophet, he did marry Zainab to Zayd, and he stayed with, they stayed with him for some time. So one day the Prophet, he went and he visited Zayd in his house. So he saw Zainab standing, and she was very white, she was big and white, and she was one of the most beautiful women in the tribe of Quraysh. فهويها, which means he fell in love with her. Say, Subhanallah muqallib al-qulub. Praise be to Allah, the one who flipped my heart for you. And he said that to the point it's loud. He heard it. And she told her husband. So the husband came to Muhammad saying to him, so Muhammad loudly, with no shame, and the woman is married, to make her hear it, so she will tell her husband, come and say, you know what, I don't want her no more. You're mine. Is that a cheating?
Well, Christian, the problem is you are going to secondary sources and you're ignoring the primary source, which is the Quran. Consider Muhammad the best of creations. We consider that Muhammad, his actions do not conflict the Quran. It says, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Surah Al-Isra, ولا تقربوا الزنا إنه كان فاحشة وساء سبيلا. So your hadith can be overridden. If the Quran says not to approach zina, Muhammad can never, his actions, conflict this verse. So you have to debate us in the Quran.
So the Muslim sources is full of contradiction and don't like it. So you say only Quran. Fine. Chapter 33, verse number 37. Allah, he says, sorry for the red dot, but just because we don't want to waste our time. Verse number 37, Allah says to Muhammad, why you are hiding what you have in your heart to this woman? But this woman is still married. Allah is encouraging Muhammad not to hide what he have in his heart for this woman. This is Quran. How God, he is against adultery and zina and cheating. He encouraged a man to release his desire to a married woman. And Allah saying to him, why divorce her? But when you want her, you want her. Muhammad, he want the woman and she's married. You want her. Allah saying to him, why you keep hiding what is in your heart? And you keep saying to the guy, keep the women. But you want her. You're mine.
Christian, I don't think we can have a. And you keep dropping me. Now, if you want to debate Islam, start with the primary source, as I once mentioned, not the secondary source. I've showed you that zina is haram, not committing the act of zina, just approaching it. And so, if it is in the Quran, then Muhammad would never violate. Khalas. As to the hadith is supplemental. It is something extra, but it's not considered the primary source. Now you mentioned a verse in the Quran for zina. Could you paste the verse? We're discussing the Quran now, not the hadith. The hadith is supplemental. If the hadith Quran, then you take the hadith. If it does not, then we consider the Quran to be the primary source. That's the first point. And also please post the verse we were talking about last time.
Listen, teenage. And what we are doing here, we're trying to reach to a point, not just, you talk and I talk. You just said, you just keep it us, there's secondary sources and there's first sources. And this is absolutely not true. Yeah, aren't you? Because you have an accent of someone is a Shia. Are you a Shia? Okay. The hadith have to agree on the Quran? This is false. The Quran says of muta. Which one you take? The Quran says 3-time prayer. The hadith says 5-time prayer. Which one you take? Hadith. Hadith have to agree with the Quran. Hadith actually delete the Quran and abolish the Quran. And I can show you tons of them. Tons of the ahkam, or what let's say the law of Islam, is abolished by the hadith. However, I gave you chapter 33, verse number 37. And you keep saying to me, post it. Why you post it? Open the Quran right now, or type on Google, Quran 33, 37. People, they are posting English. You want to read in Arabic? Read in Arabic. الذي أنعم الله عليه وأنعمت عليه أمسك عليك زوجك واتق الله وتخفي في نفسك ما الله مبديه وتخشى الناس. Allah saying to Muhammad, why you keep saying to the guy who is married from that woman, keep your wife, and you hide what you have inside you? Allah is blaming Muhammad for hiding his desire for the women. So what Allah he want? He want Muhammad to say, you know what, I want this woman. Divorce her. He went to the wife. He told her, my heart is beating for you. The woman, she is smart. She told the husband. The husband is not stupid. Obviously, the prophet, and this guy is just a slave. The poor guy is just a slave. Already he knew that the prophet, he wants his wife. So he said to himself, you know what, I'm not going to accept this to happen to me. I better say I want to divorce her. And this is why he never thought he will divorce her, or let's say he never make a decision until he heard her saying that your father, he was here, and he told me he want me. And the Quran confirmed the hadith. The Quran saying that why you are hiding what is in your heart. Now, what kind of a prophet and what kind of God and what kind of religion teach you that you should not hide your lust to a woman she is married? Because having desire for a married woman is a lust. Guys, do we agree? And actually, he himself, teenage, he agreed that this is bad. He agreed that a Muslim man should not do that. We Christians, Jesus told us, if your eye is going to take you to hell, you better block it out. Block it out. It's better you lose your eye from losing the whole thing. So what we see from Muhammad is hypocrisy. He said to the Muslim, don't do adultery. Don't do what? Adultery. And then he go to the house of his own son. And here we notice that how much bad this behavior is. Not only he is flirting with married women, he is flirting with the women she is considered the wife of his own son by adoption. And you will notice Muhammad right away after this, he forbid Muslims from adopting anyone just because he want to have the women. He changed the law. Arab, they never have sexual relationship with adopting son or his children, for they consider them their children forever. That's it. Just because Muhammad, he wanted the women, he changed, he abolished the law. And he made a verse about not to adopt children no more. And if Muhammad was a good guy, let us say for the sake of argument, I love a woman, she got married, but in my heart, I love her. You see, this kind of thing, it can happen. Doesn't make you bad, because love is a feeling. But to say to the woman she is married, and you express your desire to her, that is a disgusting behavior. And Muhammad is in the house of the man alone with his wife because he was trusted. So Muhammad, he broke the trust. Why he did not marry her? Very simple reason. Very simple reason. Muhammad, he do things when it is the right time to do it. Zayd was adopted by Khadija, and they promised him to marry this girl. So when he married her, Muhammad, he waited until Khadija, she passed away and she's dead. When it is time, he have her. And I believe strongly, Muhammad all this time he was having sex with her. And guys, look what the story says. Continue saying. After the Prophet, he have a desire for this married women. And let me now, I'm going to quote, I'm not going to read from my own. All right? First of all, let us stop here. And it says that Allah, he sent a wind, left the blind from Zainab, and she was almost naked in the house. So the Prophet, he fell in love. And she fell in love with him too. This is in your book. Allah, he is the one who made the wind blew the clothes of Zainab. So Muhammad, he saw how beautiful and how hot she is. So the man, he decided to have her. And look what in the interpretation is saying. وقال ابن عباس. Who is Ibn Abbas? Ibn Abbas is the cousin of the Prophet. وتخفي في نفسك الحب لها. Are you hiding in your heart your love to her? So Muhammad is in love with married women. And Allah is scolding him, saying to him, shame on you to hide that you love this woman. Just because you're afraid the people, they will say why he is in love with married women. And she is the wife of his own son. And then after that, after what Muhammad, he did this to this woman, and this is to prove my theory that Zainab, she is involved with sexual relationship with Muhammad. Each time, according to Zainab, after the Prophet, he announced his love to her, with her. Each time, Zayd, he tried to have sex with her, Allah, he make his penis swell. Allah make what? He make the penis of the husband swell. And look what Zainab she say. I'm going just copy and paste. In the same night, or maybe different night, we don't know, after the Prophet, he said that to Zainab. قالت Zainab, Zayd, he came to me and he could not do me. And he could not do me because Allah, he did not allow him to do it, which means the penis of the husband, Zayd, is not functioning no more. Each time Zayd, he tried to sleep with his wife, Allah, he make his penis go flat. You see, Allah is taking the side of Muhammad. Muhammad, he want the women. The women, she is married. How Allah stop the man from having sex with his wife? He make his penis flat. So even if you use a Viagra, the penis will not work. Because Allah decide to make the penis of the man, the husband, will not work. Because Muhammad, he want her. That's it. If Muhammad, he want her, no way her husband can have sex with her. And then, Zainab, she continue. She said, أن زيدا تورم ذلك منه حين أراد أن يقربها. When he tried to get close to her, which means having sex with her, his penis swelled. What kind of religion and what kind of a prophet we are talking about? Well, I'm giving my reference, my friend. Go ahead. Now, don't tell me different sources. I gave you Quran. I gave you the Muslim interpretation. Now, give me your speech. You're mine.
Okay, can you hear me, Christian? We're talking about Surah Al-Ahzab, verse number 37, correct? Correct? What has this got to do with zina? It has absolutely nothing to do with zina. Zina is sex out of wedlock. And that is punishable in Islam. This verse has to do with Zayd bin Haritha and Zainab bint Jahsh. Zayd bin Haritha went to the Prophet and said, Ya Rasulullah, inni uridu fariqu sahibati. The Prophet says, قال ماذا كرابك منها شيء؟ قال لا والله ما رابي منها شيء يا رسول الله ولا رأيت إلا خيرا. فقال له رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم امسك عليه زوجك واتق الله. This man Zayd wanted to divorce Zainab. And when he did, the Prophet married her. What's wrong with that? What has this got to do with the issue?
Hold on, team. I'm not doubting you to stop you. Just one, guys. When we ask Mr. Teen, if I go to your husband to your house and I flirt with your wife, what he said? He said this is zina. Did he say that? Did he say that? You are the one who mentioned the word zina. Now you are saying what does this have to do with zina? You see how you have double standard when it's about your prophet. It's not about zina. If I go to your house and I do that, it's zina. And you say this is a zina of a tongue. You are the one who mentioned the word zina, not me. Now, because it's your prophet who did that, what do you mean it's not a problem? The wife, she's a wife, she's married. From that Allah saying to him, why you are hiding what you have in your heart to unmarried women? What kind of God encouraging a man to have a relationship to a woman to announce it? Why you are saying to the man, keep your wife when you want her? And you will see, as we showed you in the story, the man, he did not divorce her until he heard what Muhammad he said. Why he did not divorce her before? He divorced her because he is just a poor slave, and he knew that if Muhammad he want her, he have her already. He knew they are having something together. What kind of wife, guys? A good woman, a good woman. If a man he says such a thing to her, shouldn't she kick his ass and kick him out of the house? What do you think, guys? If a good woman, a friend of her husband, come to the house and he said to her, my heart is beating for you, what the good woman would do? She will take her shoe and she will beat the hell of him and she will kick him out of the house. So what do you mean? What is the problem? This is a cheating. This is a betraying, because he betrayed at least a friend. You don't want to consider him a son? No problem. A friend. You don't want to consider him a friend? No problem. A Muslim. The house have its own protection. He is coming to the house of the man and flirting with the wife of the man, and then to support his sexual desire, he make a verse, and the verse support his sexual desire to have this woman, just to have the woman. Who is the woman? A married woman. Aisha, she knew that Muhammad is a false prophet, and she knew that he is not legitimate. So Aisha, she said in the hadith, إني أرى ربك يسارع إلى هواك يا محمد. God, he rush into your desire, Muhammad. What does that mean? Why the God he make law and chapters on Quran just for the sexual desire of Muhammad? Muhammad, he have many wives already. Muhammad, he have many wives already. Why he need this woman? He don't have enough? He want more? Look what Aisha, she said to him, guys. When Allah, the exacted, whatever, graves, whatever, Muhammad, he even have the right to delay wives, to delay offer. Women, they give offer to sleep with him. So Muhammad, he made a verse about that. Women, they can give themselves, they can open their legs for him. He can have unlimited number of women to marry. He can sleep with anyone, any woman she can give herself. Only him. Only him. Other Muslims, they don't have such a right. Only him. Aisha, she said to him, your God, he rush to give you your desire, Muhammad. And she's talking about what? His sexual desire. What kind of God you work for the testicles of a prophet? You're my teenager.
Well, let's look at the verse. Let's look at the Quran. And there's no reason to doubt me. We're having a respectful dialogue here. No reason to doubt. Quran says in Surah Al-Ahzab, بسم الرحمن الرحيم واتق الله وتخفي في نفسك ما الله مبديه وتخفي في نفسك. The Prophet did not say or verbally express anything. First of all, so there you are incorrect. The Quran says وتخفي في نفسك. He didn't say anything. And second of all, what was in the Prophet's heart was not adultery. It was the desire for marriage, which is a lawful thing and sanctioned in the Quran. No, there's nothing holy about it. He has a desire. And
hold on. He have a desire to marry a married woman? Secondly, the verse saying, why you are hiding what is in your heart? And right away, Muhammad, he did not hide no more. He went to the house of the women, and this is why the interpretation is saying he went to her and he told her, my heart is beating for you. He is not hiding it no more, because he received a verse from his God saying, you know why you are hiding what's in your heart? Don't you read? He went to the house of the women and he flirted with her. So Muhammad, he fabricated a verse that Allah saying to him, why you are hiding what is in your heart? Aha, to explain what? To explain his bad behavior of going to the house of the women, and he announced that he want her. And you are saying to us, and everybody heard you, Muhammad, he don't have a zina, he have a desire to marry a woman, but this woman is married. And Allah is encouraging him to have a desire to a married woman. So in Islam, I can have a desire to a married woman, and you Muslim have no problem with that, right? You might?
I don't know why you got me, Christian Prince. Let me explain.
Explain, huh?
Let me explain. Give me some time. The Quran is our primary source here, not the Hadith. The Quran says he didn't say anything. So the Prophet did not, according to the Quran, the primary source, it says that it was in the Prophet's heart that he wanted to get married. That was in his heart. There's nothing wrong with marriage or a desire.
And the Quran is saying to Muhammad, why you are hiding it? Correct? Muhammad, he's not releasing it yet. And the Quran is saying to him, why you are hiding it? So what kind of God? He said to his prophet, why you hide your desire to a married women? You might.
Okay, Christian, so let's agree. The Quran does not say he said he wanted to get married. The Quran says he had something in his heart. Right? Does the Quran say وَقُلْتُ? It says وَتَخْفِي فِي.
Not only this, my friend, not only this. The Quran is encouraging Muhammad to flirt, to announce, to say that he wants her. Don't you read? So the Quran is saying, why you are not saying, why you are not telling that you want this woman, but this woman is married woman. Why you keep saying to the husband, don't divorce her, but you want her? Announce it. And Muhammad, he did. And we saw in the hadith where Muhammad, he went to the house of the woman and he said to her, my heart is beating for you. So Muhammad, he made this verse so he can go to the house and he can flirt with the wife and he can tell her, I have a lust for you. And you are saying to me, what is the problem? Christians, do your God allow you to flirt with married women? Do your God allow you to have a desire for a married woman? What Jesus says about that? Did Jesus allow us to wish a woman she is not our own? This is not only adultery. This is a big shame. You are wishing something beyond adultery. It's a theft. It's a theft. It's betrayal. It's adultery. It is a sin. It's disgusting, you know. And yet the Muslims, they want to give us the speeches about that Islam is against cheating when their prophet is #1 cheater in the world. You're a prophet, my friend. He is not trustworthy. I cannot, you know, if you're a prophet come to my house and I'm married, I will have to be very worried. Actually, I can show you from your books where it says that if the prophet, his eyes fall into a woman, her husband had to divorce her. Do you believe it, guys? If the prophet, his eyes fall into a woman, the husband, he have to divorce her. And this is what the Muslims agree upon. What kind of a prophet he is? Why the husband, he have to divorce her? And they learned what happened with Zayd. If the prophet, if you want her, he would have her. He would have her. Nobody can stop him. Your mic team. وروي عن علي بن الحسين أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال واحد يتزوجني يطلق زينب يتزوجها تزويجا من اشتكي زيد النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. You see all this fabrication about Zainab. She is not obeying her husband. That's mean that Zainab is a bad woman. You see how stupid the Muslims? Your prophet, he said, الصالحون والصالحات والطالحون والطالحات. The bad women for the bad men, and the good men to the good women. So if Zainab now, according to you, Nightmare, she is a bad woman. She don't obey her husband. According to Islam, she is nashes. She's a bad woman. Why Muhammad he want to have a woman like this? A woman who disobeys her husband, according to Islam, she is a whore. He can beat her. So why Muhammad he have a desire for a woman, she disobey her husband and she is a bad person? So you are saying your prophet, he wanted to sleep with the woman even if she is a bad woman. How stupid the Muslims are. They give an excuse which will make their prophet even more ugly. You're Mike Nightmare. Sorry, Teenage. Nightmare is a daily customer, so Teenage he don't come here every day, so we want to spoil him.
Prince, if you are so sure of what you say, there is no need to doubt me. Look at the verse. The verse does not mention lust. It does not mention adultery. It does not mention that the prophet said concerning Zayd's wife. The verse. تقول للذي أنعم الله عليه وأنعمت عليه أمسك عليك زوجك واتق الله وتخفي في نفسك ما الله مبديه وتخشى نفسك الله حق أن تخشاه في نفسك ماذا؟
If you please, if you don't mind, I want you to read it. You read it in Arabic, no problem. You know it in Arabic by heart by now, right? You repeat it many times. Can you translate to the room what the verse is saying? Can you translate? Go ahead.
Let me finish, Prince. I'm trying to address your point here. Okay, there's no need to button. It says you said that he said that he flirted with Zayd's wife. That's what you said. Okay, you're lying. It does not say that in the Quran.
Excuse me. First of all, it's not me who is saying that, and you are the liar. I gave the proof. I gave the reference from your Islamic books. So who is the liar? I am not the one who said that. You're accusing me of lying. Shame on you. When I am giving you what is written in your scholars' books, reporting that they are from the Sahaba. So shame on you to say that I am lying. Come to the mic and say the Sahaba of the Prophet are liars. I just gave you what they said. And apologize. Or you say the Sahaba of the Prophet, they are lying, the story never happened. You're mine.
No, Christian, I heard you. You said I can get you from the Quran that Muhammad committed zina.
Yes, and I did. When the God of Islam, he say to Muhammad, why you are hiding your desire to a married woman? This is zina. Because I asked you, if a man he have a desire to a married woman, is that a bad? You said yes, this is zina. You said that. So what kind of God encourage a man to announce his desire to a married woman? She is still married. Your God, he did not wait until the man he divorced his wife. Your God, he told Muhammad, why you are hiding your desire to a married woman? So what your God is asking Muhammad to do is not to hide his desire to a married woman. And this is exactly what happened. Muhammad, he went to the house and he flirted with the wife. The mic is yours.
Okay. So you said that Muhammad announced it in the Quran, but he didn't. The Quran does not say he announced it. It says, وَتُخْفِي فِي نَفْسِكَ. You hid it. It does not say he announced it. So you are lying.
Hey, hold on. And the Quran did not say that Muhammad, he did not announce it too. The Quran is saying that Allah is saying to him, why you don't announce it? Are you saying to me, your prophet, he did not accept the order of Allah and he did not announce it? Are you saying your prophet he reject the order of Allah to announce it? You might. Allah is ordering him to announce it. You are saying he did not? So you are saying to me your prophet is a good person, your God is a bad person. For him to do bad, your prophet was a good person, so he refused Allah's order. You might.
Well, Prince, if you doubt me, I have no case because you're not allowed.
I know you will make it an excuse to run. I just got you busted as you don't want to happen. You just said and admitted that your prophet he did not announce it, right? You are claiming he is going to be bad if he announces it, and your God is asking to announce it. That means your God Allah now is the bad one, not Muhammad, because your God is asking the man to announce his love to unmarried women. But the good Muhammad, he will not do the evil wish of Allah. This is what you are trying to say to us, your mind.
No, Prince, you're lying. You said Muhammad announced it. You said Muhammad announced it.
You see, you're trying to avoid my question now. You just said that Muhammad, he did not do it, which means he's a good guy. Prophet been ordered by his God to do it. So your God is the bad guy now. And you are trying to avoid that. And yes, Muhammad, he announced it. I show you the reference. Because in order to understand the story, we have to see what the story, the Quran just give us a summary, is what happened is in the story. The Quran is just a title. So answer why you are saying that Muhammad is a good guy because he refused to announce it as you claim, but yet Allah is being bad and asking him to announce it. Which one of them is the bad now? The one who's asking him to announce his love to unmarried women, or the one you said he did not do it? Which one is the bad? You mind?
Understand the verse. Okay? Now let me finish at least for once. The Prophet came. He did not announce anything. He did not express verbally a desire for Zayd's wife.
Why he did not, if Allah is saying to him, do that? Are you saying your prophet, he disobey Allah? You might.
Let me finish. Let me finish, for God's sake, Christian.
Teenage, I am here to get Muslim busted. This is what I do. Answer me. Why he did not do it if Allah is saying to him, do it? Your mic. What is the reason he did not do it? Why? You hide it. You are saying Muhammad, he hide it. So why Muhammad did not obey Allah? Your mic.
Christian, don't move from one point to the next. You said that your prophet.
We are not actually. We are moving step by step. And you are ashamed of what you say. This is why you are trying to escape. You said Allah told him to do it, but he did not do it. Everybody heard you. Correct, guys? Did he say that? Did he say that? Allah told him to do it, but Muhammad did not do it. Why Muhammad refused to do it if Allah ordered him to do it? He is disobeying Allah. Why? Answer, you might.
No, I believe because you're doubting me, you're not allowing me to explain the Quran to you. You have no case. That's why you keep doubting. It says in the Quran that Muhammad went to Zayd. He did not pronounce.
Don't change the answer. My question is very simple. I will not let you go unless you answer it. You see, guys, how they get themselves busted? This is how stupid they are. Oh, the Prophet, he did not do it. Allah, he told him to do it, but he did not do it, which means Allah is the bad person and Muhammad is the good guy. You see how stupid their logic? They have no brain. Muhammad, he hired the worst lawyers in history. Sometimes I ask myself, do Muslims have a brain of a donkey, or donkey have a brain of a Muslim? How are you, Ghariba? I will go to hell alone, or I can do muta. Is muta allowed in hell? Ghariba, is muta allowed in hell? Can you confirm the answer for me, please? I wanna know what I will be doing in hell. So can we do muta in hell? You wanna go with me? Those who do muta, they will go to heaven, and we are the one who will go to hell. Why? Oh, you remind me what your prophet he said in the Quran. Your prophet he said Allah will insert in your anus a huge chain. Is that correct? Is that correct? Ghariba? What kind of a prophet and what kind of God he says such a thing? That Allah will insert a chain in your anus. How big is your anus, Ghariba? I hope my question is not too much private. Hold on, my nightmare. Ghariba, what kind of God he say in chapter 6? The guys, the chapter number is 69. I mean, isn't it this is a miracle? The number of the chapter is 69, talking about inserting something in the anus of someone. I mean, this is something, isn't it? What Allah will do in chapter 69, verse number 32? Allah will insert, this is his hobby. Allah will insert a long chain in the anus of the Abdul. Well, Ghariba, don't talk about BJ, because I can show you the BJ in Islam. And your God, obviously, is a BJ guy. Hand up. Put your hand up. You see, Ghariba, each time I debate with Muslim, I lose. I lose. Haram, why? Why? Because your voice is vagina? Guys, Muhammad, he said the woman, she is a woman. Muhammad, he said the women, she have 10 aura, she have 10 vagina, and one of them is her voice. So what is left of you? What is part of you is not a vagina, Ghariba. All of you is a vagina. You live in Ukraine? Ah, okay. All right. They give visa to vagina to Ukraine these days? Now I know why those liberals, they wear a vagina hat. What a bunch of scumbag. They are confirming Muhammad's words. Nightmare, what do you want to say? Go ahead.
Okay. You were quoting Tafsir of Qatabi, but you didn't call the whole thing. You just picked the one that you like, the version that you like, and you read it to the people. But there is another version of the story.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in Qatabi, people have to know that. It said that Ali ibn Hussein, he said that the Prophet, he received a news or something from God before this incident between and he told him that Zayd is going to divorce Zaynab in the future, and you, the Prophet, you are going to get married with her. Then Zayd came later and complained to the Prophet. He told him, when I have a problem with my wife, blah blah blah. And the Prophet told him, listen, keep your wife. He already know he's going to divorce her. He hide, in his heart. Not the law. He hide.
Nightmare. Let me laugh at you. You see, Nightmare, I will ask the city in my town to see if they will allow me to grow Nightmare in my backyard. Like something like you. All right? This is what Al-Hussein, the one you are calling, is saying. لقد أوحى الله تعالى إليه أن زيدا يطلق زينب وأنه يتزوجها بتزويج الله إياه. فلما تشكى زيد للنبي صلى الله عليه وسلم خلق زينب وأنها لا تطيعه وأعلمه أنه يريد طلاقها، قال له رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم على جهة الأدب والوصية: اتق الله في قولك وأمسك عليك زوجك وهو يعلم أنه سوف يفارقها ويتزوجها، وهذا هو الذي أخفى في نفسه ولم يرد أن يأمره بالطلاق لما علم أنه سوف يتزوجها، وخشي رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أن يلحقه قول الناس في أن يتزوج زينب بعد زيد وهو مولاه وقد أمره بطلاقها، فعاتبه الله على هذا القدر، على أن خشي الناس. So look, let me show you how stupid what your Hassan is saying. If the verse is mentioned to Muhammad before the guy he want to divorce her, now the verse have two parts. The verse have two parts. The first part, that he told him, this guy, he would be divorced. He would divorce the wife. The second part is why you are hiding. The first part is the one who mentioned to him, which is that this man would divorce his wife. I'm going with you. The second part, when Muhammad, he keeps saying to him, don't divorce her, as the story claimed, Allah said to him, why you are saying to him, don't divorce her, and you hide what you have in your heart? So we go back to zero. Your God, Allah, is saying, you should announce that you want this woman. Have it. So do you see how stupid you are, nightmare? Even the story you like, the version of the story you like, exposing Muhammad again. In that Allah, he revealed Quran, but Muhammad decided to hide it. And that's against what Islam is about, because simply he have no right to hide the verse. If Muhammad, Allah gave him a verse, and this is not what the verse is saying. Saying to the man, keep your wife, and you hide what is in your heart. You hide what is in your heart. You hide what Allah, he shown you. And what is Allah showing you? I will give you the wife. And what you hide in your heart is you were lost to her. So he make it as two parts. The first one, he told him this man, he would divorce his wife later. So why Muhammad did not wait until the man he divorced his wife anyway? Wait. What is the problem with hiding your lust and your desire to a married woman? Wait. Muhammad, he did not wait. So what Al-Hassan is confirming, that Muhammad, after he received this verse, he went to this woman and he flirted with her. He announced it. And he took her. Let me give you the final answer, Nightmare, and we have to give the mic to the rest. Go ahead.
Okay. You say you saw yourself, you big trouble and you took the mic from me. You didn't want me to finish.
I'm already.
Did I say that the prophet received a verse? This is not necessarily that he received a verse. The prophet.
So what, he received a text message? What's up, Viber? What do you mean he inspired him? What does that mean? What does that mean? I thought the wahi is the words of Allah. And as you see, the wahi is the person in front of us. So what he received exactly? Tell us, your mic. If it's not a Quran, what he received?
وأوحى ربك إلى النحل. Did God send a Quran, a scripture?
Yes. The Quran confirmed that all the animals, they receive Quran. وما فرطنا من الكتاب من شيء. All animals are nations like you, and they never destroy any of the Quran we sent to them. Chapter 6, verse number 38. وما من دابة في الأرض ولا طائر يطير بجناحيه إلا أمثالكم وما فرطنا في الكتاب من شيء. All the animals, the one who walk in the ground and the one who fly, but they are nations like you, and they reserve the book. Your mind.
What a what a big scam, man. Allah says the Quran to the bees. Where did you get that? That's dumb, you know.
Are you laughing at your Quran? I give you the verse. Are you stupid? I just the verse in front of you. Read it. You're mine.
You need to go and show what the verse is. Now I don't have time to go to the verse and and teach you how.
Why you don't have time? What are you doing right now? Scratching your balls? Why you don't have time? Get me busted. You're mine.
Let's go to this one. Next time I will come to the verse and
Why Muslims always they threaten me with next time? Why you don't do it right now? In front of you, pause it again, Neo. Allah is saying in the Quran. Allah is saying all animals are animals like you. All of you are animals, and they are nations. Chicken are nation, ants are nation, bees are nation. All animals, all creatures are nation. The one who fly and the one who walk, and they did not destroy any of the book. And Allah will take them to judgment day. So according to the Quran, according to the verse, Allah will take a goat and will question her in the front of Allah. Allah will say to the goat, why you ate the grass of your neighbor? I was hungry. Are you blind? How Allah can judge the animals if they don't have a book? I can show you even a hadith and that two goats they will be judged in the front of Allah. Do you want to see it? You're mine.
animals are like us. It does not mean that Allah revealed the Quran to the bees, for example, or Hayna ila Nahl. It doesn't mean He sent them a revelation of scripture.
Okay, if you don't give them scriptures, you will judge them by what then? I will go with you. How the verse saying Allah will judge them in the judgment day? You're mine.
Where does it say God is going to judge animals in the Quran? Show me the verse.
Abdul, what's wrong with you? How many times we have to pause the verse? Pause the verse again, please. Again. Do you see it? All the animals, they will be yuhsharun. Yawm al-hashr. All the animals, Allah will gather them, and He will judge them. Yawm al-hashr. Why you want to gather the animals? The animals will be dead supposedly. So Allah will resurrect the animals, and He will judge them in the judgment day. You're mine.
Yeah, but it's not a judgment day. I'm going to judge them. You're mine.
Oh boy. Okay, let me ask you, Nightmare. If animals will be judged, do you think this is stupid? Do you think this is stupid? Yes or no? No, mind.
No. The judgment of who's going to go to hell or paradise, that's not for animals. Only human being and jinns. That's it.
But this is not my question. My question is, do you think if animals are going to be judged in the judgment day, do you think this is stupid? Focus with me with the question, please. Do you think this is stupid? The question is simple. You're mine.
To judge them if they commit sin. The animals, we don't commit no sins, animals. We're going to judge because we commit sins. You know.
All right. Nightmare, I don't know what's wrong. My question is is it stupid to believe that animals will be judged in the judgment day? Either you say, yes, it's stupid. You told me they will not have a... This is not the question. Are they stupid? Is it the idea is a stupid idea to believe in such a thing? Either you say it's stupid, or you say it's not. You already said the half of the answer. You said animals should not be judged in the judgment day because they are animals. I agree with you, no problem. You believe that the one who believe in that is it stupid? Yes or no? Your mind.
Okay, when you told me they're gonna be judged, what do you mean by they're gonna be judged? Explain to me, because you're not put in the question, the way that I can understand it. They're gonna judge. Wow, explain.
See, guys, Nightmare now, he feel the heat. His bum is getting hot. The same as what happened to Sajada and to Teenage and the one before them, right? The question is very simple. You are the one who made fun. He said, you are the one who said to me, how animals can be judged? Come on. You are the one who said that. You are the one who told me that you forgot. You just said that no way animals will be judged. So you are saying the one who would do that or believe in that is crazy. Say it. You might.
I say, listen to me, because you always, you could twist, you distort what people say. I said that animals are going to be judged for committing sins. Animals don't commit sins. That's what I'm telling you. You said they're going to be judged. Explain to me.
Will you explain to me if animals will not commit judge? So what judgment for? If animals don't commit sin, so what judgment mean? You're asking me? So let us make it clear. You don't believe that an animal will be judged, for the animals don't commit sin. And that makes sense. So do you believe that the one who believes in such a thing is stupid? Or you say no? You might. You see how they keep running away from answering?
No, I don't think so that the animals are going to be judged because they don't commit sins. That's my opinion.
Nightmare, this is not the question. Stop playing games. Shame on you. The question is, do you believe that the one who believes that animal will be judged in the judgment day are stupid? This is the question, my friend. The question is not about you don't believe that this will happen. You just mentioned that already many times. The question is, do the one who believe that animals will be judged in the judgment day is it stupid? Your mind.
One who believes that the animals commit sins, they got to be judged. I don't think it's ridiculous. Okay, animals don't commit sins. Your mind.
La 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 la. La 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 la. It's ridiculous. We heard you, which means it's stupid, and not only stupid, it is beyond stupidity. You said that, right? All right, all right. All right. Let me show you that the one who said that is your prophet. The one you call him ridiculous, stupid, is your prophet. All right. This is the first hadith. Everybody open and read. and this is Sahih. Allah in the judgment day is going to judge between two goats. One of them she have a horn and the other one she does not have a horn. Meh, meh. All goats in the court stand up. Allah is entering the room. Meh. Pay respect to Allah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Sit down, please. The first goat. What is the problem? That goat, the one with the horn, she did beat me and took my grass. Is the reason you took her grass. Meh. I was hungry and she don't have a horn, so I did push her away. How Allah is going to judge between the two goats who have one she have a horn and the other one she don't have a horn? And remember, I gave you a verse from the Quran saying that Allah is going to gather all animals in the judgment day. Huh? قال ابن عباس. Hold on. قال ابن عباس. The nightmare, are you there? Nightmare. Take this spanking. قال ابن عباس يحشر كل شيء حتى الذباب. Oh boy. What? Allah will gather all animals for judgment, including fly. Fly? What? Fly? Fly number 000000789997777. Do you know how many billions of flies we have? I don't know how they can call them by names for judgment. Why you did sit on the food of a Christian prince in the day of the fly now will answer. Angry. What? What's wrong with the... So Muhammad, he decided that goats, they will be judged in front of Allah. Animals will be judged in front of Allah. The Quran confirmed that. And then if we go to the interpretation of the verse we mentioned, let us go there. Chapter 6, verse number 38. Guys, open with me, please. This is the interpretation of Jalalain, and I want Mr. Nightmare to read for us. Nightmare, I will give you the mic, but I want you to read this for me. This is Jalalain. Can you read for us? And this is the link for those who want to see a reference. Does it say there that Allah will judge between two sheep in the judgment day, as an example? Your mic.
Okay. يحشرون according to Ibn Abbas in al-Maut. They're going to die. This is what Ibn Abbas said, meaning by يحشرون. It's not going. They're going to be judged.
Nightmare. Read for me what Ibn Jalalain is saying. Can you read for me? Read. Go ahead. Read. Your mic.
Okay. Well, it's better to put it in Arabic. And we'll get it better. He asked me to read that in English, in 2 minutes, and to come up with the...
Lazy ass. Sit down. Don't worry, we know how to read. We are not literate like your prophet. Guys, does it say there? Does it say there that Allah will gather all the animals? All the animals are nation like us. The one who they crawl in the ground and the one who flees. They are nations, they are communities. like you, in the way its creation has been ordained, together with sustenance and affairs. We have neglected nothing of the book. And then he says, the Lord shall gathered, and judgment shall be based upon them, who? The animals. And the hornless sheep shall retaliate against the horn ram. So in front of Allah in the judgment day, all the animals who have cases of misbehavior, of unjust, of sin committed against them, and they are given an example. If there is a horned sheep attack a hornless sheep, in that day Allah will gather all those sheep and all those animals, and He will judge each one of them for the crime they did. Do you see it? Do you see it? So what do you mean they will not be judged, and this is ridiculous? Actually, once I'll have a debate with a Muslim. He's a sheikh. I said to him, so are you saying to me in the day of judgment Allah will judge the mosquitoes for biting us? He said, sure. But what the heck? Why Allah will judge the mosquitoes for biting us? What? But He is the one who made the mosquitoes to drink blood. Is that their fault? Make them eat shish kebab, and they will not bite us. Right? This is how you created them. You are the one who made them only drink blood. You made them zombie. You made them Dracula. So they don't have option. Like, can the mosquito drink potato? Can she live by drinking juice? Why you want to judge the mosquito? Anyone was stung by a bee before? Anyone a bees that sting him? Anyone have experienced the bees stinging him? Ever? None? Okay, well, partisan, if you have that, don't worry. Allah in the judgment day will bring that bees will sting you, and will ask her why you did that to this woman. And the bees, she will say, and Allah understand the language. He translates to you. He say, when she is saying you have too much sugar in your blood and you are so sweet, so she have to sting you to suck your nectar. Like, what the heck? And then Allah will judge the judgment based on the facts we have. The bees should sting this woman, so we are going to send her to jail for 5 years in hell and 7 years in Alaska.